Welcome to an episode of Marketing Moves. I am your host, Bilal Khan, and you are watching the most fantastic show on how to kick it with digital marketing. In today's episode, what?
I'm the outsider looking in. I would X that a bazillion times. No one uses fantastic.
I use fantastic.
I wear a different shirt.
Why? What's wrong with the shirt?
Because you always wear blue, dark colors, whatever.
Wife is making fun of me.
Look, if it's me, I'm nicer than 1,000 other people that are going to comment.
I don't care about those people. I care about you.
Good, now you can change it.
No. Quiet on set.
Husband's a cornball.
Whatever. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that like.
Dislike. Press dislike, people.
Don't listen to her.
Please save us from more of these fantastic kicking it with marketing moves videos.
Now for the video.
Assalamu alaikum, this is me Mahdi. I'm with
Bilal.
me and him have been talking for quite a while on the issue of Muslims, and not just entertainment in America or in the West, but Muslims trying to make it into the mainstream form of entertainment. Remember, in the 80s, the Cosby Show did a lot for the image of what people consider as African Americans or black people. But could Muslims do that with movies and through videos or whatever that we like to do? So what are your views?
There's two ways that we can look at it. We could look at it through understanding mainstream and understanding niche audiences.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Even within mainstream, there are niche audiences. Can we consider black entertainment mainstream?
Depends. In general, it is because the world embraces hip-hop culture.
Okay.
It embraces black movies like Barbershop.
Okay, but initially when BET first started out, just as an example,
Yeah.
BET, would that be considered mainstream at the time?
No.
Okay, but now it is considered entertainment because they have taken that very culture and made it a part of American society.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So with that understanding, can a niche become part of something that's mainstream and still remain a niche?
Yes.
Business and marketing is all about catering to people and being different at the same time. As food for thought, understand all the factors that lead to a society embracing a certain culture, a certain idea, a certain concept.
So a group of people.
Right, or even a group of people that make it part of that very society.
Yeah.
Can we say Amish? Okay, can we say that Amish are not American?
Of course they're American.
Okay, for anyone to say that they're not American is totally bogus. Black people, okay, they're very culture, they're very society. They were looked upon as outsiders, but they were embraced within the culture of society through time, through different factors that led to it. Are there trends that are currently taking place throughout different areas in the United States that those specific aspects of Islamic culture and Muslim society are becoming part of the American culture in those areas among people that are not Muslim? The fashion, they're starting to wear the kifaya, the red and white and black and white checkered scarf. Things that are happening, overseas in areas like Palestine and places.
Yeah.
So people are starting to speak out about those things. So a lot of these cultures these trends are building.
Now, how do we get misconception of Islam as being mainly in the Middle East and South Asia and make it to something universal via the use of entertainment? To dispel myths, to educate.
First of all, you gotta put stories out there that people can relate to.
True.
All right, and that would usually what the first thing that people relate to in any sort of story movie is the individual character.
Correct.
Okay, now the characters is somebody that people can have some sort of connection with, where the characteristics of that character are things that the individuals and the audience themselves may have. Then people will be able to relate to it and they will feel for it. Number one genre, and I'm just talking movies, like theatrical type movies. Number one genre in the world is action.
Yeah.
Okay? Put a loose story around a whole ton of action, people will watch it. Okay?
Yeah.
It's profitable.
Yeah.
And you lay out an effective development, production, and distribution plan for it, and you have some sort of reputation backing you, then people will throw money at you. The second genre that's extremely popular, horror/thriller.
Yeah.
Okay, again, around the world. Third is comedy. Okay, people like laughs. And the fourth is drama. And generally, drama is the ones that do well are usually based off of a true story or inspired by a true story. If they're not that, then they don't usually do that well. But again, we're talking worldwide. It's a consumer that makes or breaks you. That's why it's important to understand what is it the consumer wants. Now, but if you want to go further into the other types of media, whether that be television, internet, radio, books, just look at Harry Potter, right? A book. Started off as a book, and now it has become a movie because it became so popular. Ultimately, it's not the magic that the people were in. What they were really into was the character himself. You have this boy who's struggling to, make something of himself. But it's not the story itself that was so popular. It's just how the method in which they laid it out. Who was it that these children? Where is it that they gathered? What was already in the market, and how can we be different from that in appearance, and yet at the same time be able to encourage them to read? Okay, not only Harry Potter, you've got the series like Ink Heart, Ink Death, Ink Spell. Okay, again, these are best-selling kids novels. The Twilight series, among girls. These are books among children. Now the thing is, the children like these books, Narnia books. Classic books, but still, I mean, they're being made into movies. The thing is, the whole idea of movies, or what influences movies in of itself, is not just the movie, just movies. It's other forms of communication that people look to. Books is just one. We got the news. News is a major inspirer. Understanding PR, understanding how things get into the news.
Yeah.
That's another system in and of itself.
Now, having said that, alhamdulillah, you laid down a lot, allowing your impact of movies or videos or whatever the case, or even books, to have a positive effect on the image of Islam and Muslims. What would you tell people that are dying to see Muslims on PBS, on the network channels, on even on HBO or Showtime or whatever? What would you tell them how would that happen?
They want to see somebody who works hard, somebody who's dedicated, somebody who's passionate, somebody who's committed. Okay, I know, like, if I was hiring somebody for a position within my own company, then that's something that I would look for. Are they passionate about what they do? Do they understand what they bring to the table? And are they committed towards making it big? Do they understand what their own personal goals are, where they see themselves within this system, and how that is going to influence the overall big picture, and ultimately lead them closer to their ultimate vision in life, and fulfill their purpose, not just in this dunya, in the akhirah. And when they stand up in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they can say, Ya Allah, this is what I left in your name. What is it specifically that you like to do, that you have a passion for, and that you are totally committed to? Okay, these are things that you have to understand. And if you understand that, that's when you approach these people at HBO and things like that. Okay, this is the whole thing. I'm going kind of pretty big picture here, and at the same time, I'm trying to have you zero in on what is it that you want to do. And I want you to answer these questions. You really want this? You really want to get out there? Answer these questions. Are you hungry? If you are driven, you're passionate, you're committed, right? Then they will take you in.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah, it's great talking with Bilal Khan. He gave us a lot of insight on what it would take and what could happen as a result of having that drive, having that zeal and that passion, and making it really happen by doing the right steps, understanding who their audience is, understanding what they want and what would benefit them, inshallah.
I guess you can ask yourself is, what your goal is, what your objective is, take that and make it into something that's smarter. Smarter as in the acronym. Okay, this is something that they talk about in S, meaning it's something that's really specific. M is something that you're able to measure it. Okay, how are you measuring it is a question. That you're coming closer to what are the milestones that you've laid out. A, is it something that you can literally take action on today, tonight? What are the actions that you have to take? What are 3 things that you do consistently, if you do it, would continually move you closer to that in the most effective and most efficient way possible? That's actionable. R, is it something that's realistic? Okay, you got to understand that. One, you hope for the best, okay, and you pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you success, but at the same time, you have to look at the facts on hand. And what is it that you have to really deal with, right? Is it time bound? Do you have a date set? Do you have a deadline, okay, by which this is a day that I want to complete it by? May or may not be reached. There are things that you are willing to do and you are willing to let go of that you are currently doing today in order for you to fulfill what you want to do by that date. All right? Exciting to you. If it's not exciting, you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. And is it something that's recorded? Do you have it written down somewhere where you can see it all the time, continuously reminding you of that is what you're aiming? You want to ask yourself, what is the benefit of you having achieved this towards your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ultimately? What is the benefit of that towards your spouse, or you coming to a spouse, okay, or your future spouse? What is the benefit to that to your relationship with your family? What is the benefit to that when it comes to your business or career, ultimately? What is the benefit to that to your wealth? Okay, what is the benefit to your social life if you achieve that result? What's the benefit to your emotions? How will you feel ultimately? What's the benefit to your health, mentally and physically? I mean, you will see the reasons as to why you're going to do the what. Okay, and then from there, it's just every day laying out 2 baby steps, at least every day. Just you're moving forward, you're measuring that, and that's the thing that you got to keep in mind.
And on that note, not just be smart, but do smart and act smart, and hopefully you will succeed. So alhamdulillah, me, Bilal Khan, we are striving to please Allah first and foremost. At the same time, make this not only a business, but something that can help people, educate people, and make people enlightened and more accepting of what Islam and what we are as Muslims. So alhamdulillah, praise be to God, praise be to Allah. And on that note, thank you once again for viewing this video and me.
Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. If you did, go ahead and click that like button right below. And at the same time, if whatever you learned, go ahead and post that in the comment section below so you can share it with other people. And if you have any questions, just hit me up on Twitter at KhanB1. And I look forward to hearing from you.